Welcome back to the Super Not Funny Show Reviews. And today I'm reviewing Reservation Dogs Season 3, Episode 10, the series and season finale. It's entitled Dig, and it's coming to you from FX on Hulu. So, what did I think about it, and should you be watching? And before we get into the review, get down there, hit like on this video. Man, I'm not going to lie. This is a bittersweet episode for me. I am a unashamed, unabashed lover of this show, of Reservation Dogs. And season 3 has just been like just kind of an amazing journey that I knew was going to finally come to an end. So it comes to an end on this episode entitled Dig. And it's all about the funeral of Fixico and how the community comes together to celebrate his life. And it also, sort of wraps up storylines that have been running through the whole show and also through this season. In particular, we get to see Brownie and Bucky and Irene reunite with Maximus. They're as the elders now, their friend, Maximus's cousin Fixico passing away, and this really brings them all together. Of course, we saw in the previous episode that Maximus kind of buried the hatchet with his brother cousin to just be there for him in his last, however many hours or days before he passed away. And we also see that the Res Dogs themselves are highly involved in this whole process. We know that at some point the young men have to dig the grave, but also, there's plenty of, people catching up. The kids are playing, the boys are playing lacrosse. The women are in the kitchen preparing the food, like hooking up the fry bread on the reel. And Willie Jack, as the apprentice to Fixico, really sort of takes upon herself to be involved in a lot of the things that are going on. And there's resolution of, I don't even want to call it tension, but between Bear and Elora, in the sense that she's made a decision to go off. And of course, Bear knows about this and everything. But also, she realizes that, Bear's mom, Rita's going to be moving. So, it's going to be like he's losing two important people in his life at the same time. And I love this part of the episode because it really, I don't want to say it subverted my expectations. I was afraid they were going to do something stupid, like having them have a moment together. They're viewing the body, but they're really there to talk to each other in the chapel. I was afraid they're going to do something stupid, like introduce some romantic angle. And thank God that wasn't the case, because I would have been so angry about that. But they're a brother-sister relationship, and Bear showing you the difference between, and for both of these characters, the difference between them season 1 and season 2, and now they've really grown up. And Bear isn't angry at her or feeling hurt or feeling abandoned, but is in fact happy for Elora, and that she's going to be going on and pursuing her dreams. And Elora is likewise happy that Bear isn't doesn't take it bad and doesn't blame her, is not trying to, pull her back or anything like that. It was a very nice little, thing between them. And this, like I said, this episode is really about the celebration of the life of Fixico, but also the celebration of this community, to the point that, we get to see fun little things like, again, the ladies, cooking and everything, and just, finding out about what Rita's going to do, what Elora's going to do, that little fun stuff between Bev and Big. That's all good. I love that little pairing. We also see the expanded Reservation Dogs, being involved in a lot of the activities and everything like that. Big gets to do some silly stuff, of course. He always being silly, even in being serious. But we also get, William, Knife Man, and Bear have a little, final meeting where, Bear kind of figures out what it is that the spirit was trying to tell him, trying to get him to understand and learn about growing up and being a part of the community. And then, we have, of course, Cheese is involved a little bit. This episode's not so much about Cheese, but Willie Jack is like kind of central because she kind of is, I don't want to say the mouthpiece for the director and the writer, but she sort of is when she gives her eulogy of sorts for Fixico at when they finish, digging the hole. And it's a very nice little thing about, just taking care of people, taking care of each other, and staying together as a community, and remembering who you are. And, it was a really nice and very heartfelt way to kind of, play everything out. And I also want to shout out about Kenny Boy and Ansel coming and joining in. Now, and I love that, they come through with the shovels and everything, but they're part of everything that's going on. I still, I don't know if Kenny Boy and Ansel are accepted or even just considered part of the nation, but it is nice to see them there and be a part of the whole process. That community can open its arms to them, and really show love to them as well. And so, when this all is said and done, you have the reservation dogs, they coming together and just hugging it out. And they again, going throughout the episode, they're just showing that they've all grown in some way or another. That Bear is, he and Jackie are together, and they're he's ready to sort of be independent. He's fine with his mom going off. He's fine with Elora going off because, as he says to William Knifeman, he's going to take a year and try to figure things out, and just understand he doesn't have to just lead. He can be a part of the community. And as the Spirit says, not everyone don't need more chiefs, needs more warriors. That was good. Elora, committing to actually going off and pursuing college and figuring herself out. Willie Jack, I'm certain she's going to, fulfill the whole role of being the medicine woman for the community. And just, Cheese, he's still in high school, but he's, he is the young elder that I think we're all expecting him to be. And when this all is said and done, this is a beautiful episode. It had me tearing up in several places, particularly at the end during the eulogy. And it was just nice to see, this little slice of life where everyone sort of came together and celebrated Fixico, but also celebrated being with each other. I'm certain there are things, I know there's more stories that are going on, and they're going to go on to have triumphs and setbacks and learn things and just grow older. And the Maximus and Bucky and Brownie and Irene are sort of what we can look forward to for the future for the reservation dogs. And I'm just so happy we got to experience it. I love this episode. I really love this season. This show has been great, and I have a lot more in-depth thoughts about it. If you want to hear those, be my guest. Go check out the almost 2-hour conversation I had with Maggie from Maggie J Reviews, where we talked about the series as a whole and just really kind of went into what made it great and why we loved it. So you can check that out on the channel. Check out the link above, and I will definitely would appreciate you if you go check that out. But anyway, what did you guys think about this episode? This season? What did you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comment section, leave your thoughts there. And of course, you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. And while you're down there, do me a favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. All that good stuff helps to grow this channel, helps more people to see these videos. All right, thanks for joining me. Come back to the channel. We got plenty more reviews coming in the future, podcasts, all that good stuff. Be my guest. Check that stuff out. Show some love. Until then, I've been Mo, your commenter extraordinaire on all things pop culture, and I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.